everybody, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing my current favorites. I am a huge creature of habit. I will use the same things over and over again until like I'm just sick of them. So this past month I've definitely been trying out new things. These are all the products I've been loving, that I have been gravitating towards, that I constantly keep reaching for, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys these. So if you want to see all my current favorites, just go ahead and keep watching.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. We've been going and going back and forth cause we don't know better. And I thought we'd be different.
So lately I have two foundations that I've been absolutely obsessed with. I constantly use them all the time. One is definitely an everyday foundation that I've been trying to wear makeup every day just so I can test like more makeup out. So on the days where I'm not going somewhere like out at night or anything like that, I gravitate towards one foundation, and then when I'm gonna go like balls to the walls, like full on glam, the first foundation I'm going to talk about is by L'Oreal, so you can get it at the drugstore. It is the Infallible Up to 24 Fresh Wear Foundation. I love this foundation for an everyday. It has an SPF of 25. It's just such a nice foundation. You really don't feel like you're wearing anything. It's very, I don't want to say natural because obviously foundation isn't natural, but it's definitely more of a lightweight foundation. I will be wearing this foundation and I will completely forget that I'm wearing foundation. That's how lightweight it is. Also in the shade 460, and it matches me perfectly. I don't feel like I need to mix it with any other stuff to get the perfect shade. Next foundation is a high-end foundation. This is the foundation that I wear when I'm gonna go out at night. It is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation. This is a beautiful foundation. My favorite foundation before this was the Stick Foundation by Hourglass, but I think this one is so much better. I wore the Stick Foundation the other day for the first time in a while, and I really did not like it as much as I like this one. I think this is a much better shade for me, and I have taken flash photography, I see. I have taken pictures with flash on and it doesn't flash back, and that's what I love about this foundation, that I don't ever have to worry about it, because there has been plenty of foundations that are like, oh, like no SPF, but then they take a picture of you and you look ridiculous, and that's not the case with this one. It is very full coverage on me. It says that you're supposed to be able to like just use one pump and cover your whole face. I mean, if your face is like this small, maybe, but I have a big ass head, so it definitely takes 2 pumps for me to cover my whole face, but with 2 pumps is more than enough. It's not a thick foundation, like you don't feel like you have cake face, but it's definitely not as lightweight as the Infallible foundation. But I do like the finish of the Hourglass foundation way more than the Infallible, just because I feel like it's more like smooth and just like your skin looks so nice. I have worn it to go dancing, I've sweated in it, and by the time I come home my skin still looks good. I am so excited to talk about this concealer because I reach for it more than any of my high-end concealers, any of them. It's the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I love this concealer. It is better than the Huda Beauty one. I honestly feel like I like it better than Tarte Shape Tape. Blew the Fenty concealer out of the water. It is just an awesome concealer because it covers my ojeras, because everybody knows I got some mean ass ojeras, but at the same time I don't feel like when I wear the Huda Beauty one where I'm like, damn, like the Huda Beauty one does an amazing job of covering it up, but bitch, you can feel that concealer. Like you can feel like it's heavy under there, and with this you don't feel that. It doesn't, like, it's, my under eyes don't feel dry. So that's another thing I was going to talk about. So I ran out of my eye cream like a couple days ago. I ran out of it, and I just hadn't, like, it's not that I know eye creams are important, but for some reason I was just in no rush to like buy a new one, because I feel like with under eyes creams I always look for one that's gonna help with my ojeras, and nothing seems to help. So I was like, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm just like wasting my money pretty much, because this stuff doesn't do anything. So I was just, at that point I was just grabbing like whatever moisturizer I used, and I was just putting it under my eyes. And bitch, let me tell you something. My under eyes were feeling crepey. I remember girls used to always tell me, like, well, I used to hear on YouTube that they'd be like, oh, my under eyes, they're dry. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean your under eyes are dry? Like, how do they be dry? No, Mine got so dry that like all my concealers felt like trash. I of course ordered a eye cream now, and I've been using it, but while I was waiting for it, that's when I got this concealer. And this concealer, when I would apply it, it did not feel drying on my eyes, which with the other ones, they felt like I just had cracks like all down my face. It was so bad. I really like it. I feel like the shade does me good because it's like a little, I am so sorry if you guys hear people in the background. Like, I am trying to film this and there's so many people at my house right now. I'm sorry. So I feel like this shade is really nice for under my eyes because it's a little yellow, so I feel like, you know, it covers it up nice. So 100% recommend this concealer, and it's like cheap as shit, so like why not, you know? I bought this product. It is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, and it was actually recommended to me by my close friend Giselle. I'm sure you guys have seen her here on YouTube. She always used to tell me that she had like these, she used to always tell me that she had these fine lines and these pores, but I would never see them. Her foundation always looks so good. I mean, I know it looks good on Instagram, it looks good on YouTube, but in person it just looks so flawless. When she told me that this is what she used to fill in like any pores or fine lines, I took her recommendation and I bought it, and it was probably like the best thing ever because it is honestly such an amazing primer. I really hope you guys go out and buy this primer because it's so good. I still use my Tatcha one, but I definitely gravitate more towards this primer. Alright guys, so this is the next product. It is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I love I'm gonna say I love everything in this video obviously, but this setting spray is amazing. So I love how it sprays. I'm sure you guys have seen it everywhere. It's just like I drench my face in this, and I've used it a bit, and there's still a lot in there. I feel like it really sets my face. When I first got it, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is nice, but I didn't like I didn't see a difference until one day I did my makeup and I ran out to the car and I looked in the mirror and I was like, ooh, bitch, like, did you put setting spray on? Because it looked like it didn't. My face looked powdery, my highlight looked weird. So like I ran inside and I realized I used the other setting spray that I used to use all the time, which was by Urban Decay. And I went ahead and I grabbed this one and I sprayed it all over my face, and I just like ran out and I got back in the car and I was driving and I looked myself in the mirror and it looks so much better. Like, it just really, it makes your makeup look like skin. I can't explain it. It just looks so good. It reminds me a lot of the MAC Fix Plus, but I like this one better because it's like just a continuous spray, and plus bitch, it's cheaper. This is so cheap and I really appreciate that because I go through setting spray like water. We're gonna move on to eyes. So the first palette I want to go over is probably no surprise to anybody. It is the James Charles palette. So I personally don't watch James Charles. I probably should because his work is so good, but I personally don't watch him. So when this palette came out, I didn't see what was the big deal. I was like, okay, it's just another palette, like whatever. No, bitch. This palette is hyped up for a reason. It is such a good palette. Like, the color, what I think frustrated me a lot with color, that when I would try to like blend it out using other shades, not these, they would like blend into nothing. So that would frustrate me. But this, no. Like, you put the color on there, you blend it out, and it is still the same color that you applied. So that's why I like this palette so much. Like, the colors don't blend into anything, you know? They stay true to the color they are, but at the same time they're still blendable. It has everything you need. You have your neutrals, your warms, your purples, your greens, your blues, and then all your translucent colors. You have a black, you have a white. Like, what else could you need? If they told me that you only could use one palette for the rest of your life, it might be this palette. Just because, like, you never know, bitch. What if you want to do a black smoky eye? I can't do a black smoky eye with the Natasha Denona palette, but this one you can. You can literally create any kind of look with just this palette. It has shimmers, it has matte, it has satins, it has everything. I don't know what Morphe put into these eyeshadows, but they are so good. They might have put crack in them, I'm not quite sure, but they are good palettes. Because I have tried palettes and my friends have tried palettes from Morphe, and you're just like, I see why you're $3.99. This has definitely taken the Jaclyn Hill palette spot for me personally. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so gassed up, like it's like, no bitch, you need to get your hand on this palette, definitely. God. Alright, and the next palette I want to talk about is this little palette that I got from Target. It is called the Caffeine Never Looks So Good palette by Makeup Geek. And the reason I love this palette is because anytime I'm wearing makeup during the day, I have to put shadow on my lids. Like, I'm not one of those girls that can just put foundation all over their face and it'll look good. Like, my lids will start to crease, it'll just look weird, and then I just look crusty. I can either make it really intense, the look I'm going for, or I can make it very light and, like, you know, appropriate for day. Especially this color, if I just grab it with my finger and I just pat it all over my lid, grab creme brulee and like blend it into my crease, it's just perfect because you can see that there's a sheen on my lids, but it doesn't look like I tried too hard. And that's the worst. I hate when I look like I tried too hard when I'm not even trying to like go for a full glam look, you know. And that's what I like about this palette. I can build the colors up, or I can just, like, you know, blend them out and they'll look really, really nice. I'm gonna be moving on to lip products. I love lip products. I really do. I used to like lip products, but I feel like I wasn't that a fan because, you know, everybody was on the matte lipstick bandwagon, including me, and I felt like my lips looked so crusty. I didn't like the way they looked, and I don't know, I just wasn't really a fan, you know. So I would just settle with like whatever lipstick. It didn't really matter to me until I started using more of like lip glosses and just plain lipsticks, and I have fallen in love with lipsticks. They are probably my favorite part of makeup. So I'm going to be starting off with lipstick. It's called My Main by Dose of Color. So this color is, I like to use it as like a pinky, more of a nude. I always wear nude lips. You're not gonna see me ever wearing like, well, you will see me wearing colored lips, but it's very rare, and I only do it like every once in a while. I love a nude lip, so all the colors I'm gonna be showing you guys are nude. I'm sorry if you wanted to see your bitch in like some crazy ass color, but that's probably not gonna happen here. So this color is called Main, and it is by Dose of Colors. It was the collab that that Desi and Katie did, and I really enjoy it. It is very comfortable. I put it on my lips. As I said, it's a satin finish, so it's not drying at all, and I will wear it all day and I can reapply it. And what I really like about this lipstick, sometimes I feel like my lips, the more and more like lipstick I put on them, eventually I have to take all the lipstick off, exfoliate my lips, and then reapply it. And with this one, I never feel like I have that problem. I can reapply it and reapply it. I don't know what's different about this applicator, but I do not need a lip liner for this lipstick, and I just really like it because I like the applicator. I like the feeling of just like being able to line my lips without having to worry if I'm gonna, like, you know, fuck everything up, and I really like this lipstick. The next lipstick I want to talk about is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Pillow Talk, and it is such a beautiful pink. It's like your lips but better. This lipstick also, it is very comfortable. I almost always forget that I'm wearing lipstick when I wear the Charlotte Tilbury ones, just because they're so comfortable, they're so creamy, and they're very pigmented. I just have to swipe once and I'm good, you know. I don't have to keep reapplying and reapplying. I love this lipstick. It is so beautiful, all different skin tones, and it looks so good. So if you're in the market for a really nice lipstick, I would definitely go for this one. Now I'm going to be showing you guys more of my peachy nudes. These are the type of colors I wear more often. I just feel more comfortable in them. I feel like they suit me better. And the first one is also by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is in the shade Nude Kate. I recently got this not that long ago, but I have been loving it. It is so pretty. It's like a peachy nude, and this is what these are the type of shades like I love. It is pigmented as well, but obviously it's a lighter nude. It's not as dark as Pillow Talk. I'll just watch them next to each other so you guys can see. So here they are next to each other. This is Pillow Talk and this is Nude Kate. I love Nude Kate for all the time. I wear Nude Kate all the time. I just feel like it suits me better. It's usually when I'm doing warm, when I'm using browns, which is what I'm doing like 90% of my life, I will wear Nude Kate. When I want to try something a little different, I'll wear Pillow Talk, but most of the time I'm wearing Nude Kate. And the last lipstick I want to go over is by NARS, and it is called Bella de Jour. So this is probably the nudest lipstick I own. I don't know what it is. This is like, it's almost like a topper for me. Like, you know how there's toppers in eyeshadow that you can, it's like little dust that you can, like little glitter that you can just sprinkle over your eyeshadow and it just like amps it up a little bit. I feel like this is what this is for my lipstick. It's very sheer, I can't lie, but there's something about it that makes my lips pop and I love it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is right here and I just love it so much. I will usually, when I'm wearing this, what I usually like to do is I'll just put a lip liner and then I'll put this on top and I'm done, because it's so glossy. It almost looks like I'm wearing a lip gloss, but I'm not. I'm just wearing this. It's very pretty. I really like it. I feel like this is for those girls that are like true nude bitches, you know, like that really really like nudes, because anybody else would be like, Bridget, that's a sheer ass lipstick, but it's not. It makes your lips look so good and I just love it. So again, here are all the colors. Here's my main, Bella de Jour, Pillow Talk, and Nude Cake. So I'm going to be sharing 2 lip liners with you guys. The first one is this lip liner, wrong in my hand. It is called Iced Latte by Kylie Jenner. It is a deeper brown, but I like it to outline my lips because I feel like it really defines them. Some lip liners I feel like kind of get lost with the actual color of my lips, like stripped down. I love it, but sometimes like I feel like it's just not dark enough. Really recommend it. It is so creamy and that's something I really appreciate because I love the color of the MAC lip liners, but if you've ever used those, they are really dry. They are so dry. Like you're like, I really like them because they're a perfect consistency in between, not too dry but not too creamy. They're just so good. The lip liner that I have really been enjoying is this one. It is the Makeup Forever Professional Art Color Pencil. So you can use these for all type of things. I think for like eyeliner, anything like that, but I use them for a lip liner. And this one is in the shade Anywhere Caffeine 600. It is such a beautiful shade. So you guys are probably gonna look at these shades next to each other and be like, bitch, those are the same shades, but they're not the same shades, I promise you. Hopefully you can tell the difference. This is Anywhere Caffeine and this is Iced Latte. What I really like about these is when you sharpen them, they actually sharpen. You get what I'm saying? With the Kylie Cosmetics ones, I don't know if I'm like dumb, but when I don't know how to sharpen these, I will sharpen them and like they won't sharpen. They'll end up breaking. Like one of them looks terrible. Like I can't even use it anymore, so I'm not really sure on how to sharpen them. I don't know if I should look up a YouTube video on how to do it, but with this I never have this problem and I really enjoy it. It's such a beautiful color. Now for probably the best part, we're gonna talk about lip glosses. Lip gloss color that I have been obsessing over with lately is this one. It is this one. It is by Becca. It is their glow gloss in the shade Opal. I am obsessed with this lip color. It is so pretty. I had another one. All right, let me tell y'all a story really quick. So I had another one, right? And I just bought it and I was like so in love with it. I think it's called like champagne something, but it's so beautiful. I went to the club and then after the club, I remember we went back to the hotel. It was me, my brother, and my boyfriend. Tell me why, like my boyfriend went out to start the car and my brother's like, oh, don't forget your lip gloss on the ground, and I was like, oh yeah. And I remember where it was. I saw it and then I left without it, right? So I was like, damn it. I got home, my brother's like, oh, just call the hotel, like they'll save it for you. But I remember the girl that cleans, she came in and it was like literally, like I'm a very forgetful person, so when my brother's like, oh, don't forget your lip gloss, I was like, yeah. 2 minutes later they knocked on the door for us to like leave because it was time for us to check out. Literally like 5 minutes after that I left. So in those 7 minutes my lip gloss disappeared. Called the office and they were like, oh, let me go check. So they ran up to the hotel room, I guess, and then they asked the house cleaner and she's like, no, we've never seen it. First of all, you're lying because it was there. Like it was there. Whatever, the bitch got a new gloss, that's the point. Which is so gross because if you think about it, like I've been wearing that gloss. She doesn't know. What if I would have had like mono or something, like, and she was just like, whatever. Okay, you know, I shouldn't accuse her, but I'm just saying my lip gloss was there. It is a pretty nude peachy color as everything else in this video, huh? And it is just so pretty. It is so glossy. I love this color. It's a good lip gloss because it blends in and it makes the lip colors that you're wearing look better, like a better nude, a glossier nude. It's just such a good lip gloss. I can probably say right now this is like my favorite lip gloss formula, and it is by Marc Jacobs. I Shine Lip Lacquer, and this is in the shade French Tickler. This shade, your lips look so like glossy. Ovio Bridget, it's a gloss, but I don't see, can you guys see it? So this is Opal, and then this is the Marc Jacobs one. Like, do you guys see how glossy that is? It is more sheer, but as I said before, I like that in lip glosses because I feel like do you guys know those lip glosses by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the gloss, like the pretty famous, like one swipe and it's full pigmentation? I don't like that. I don't like for them to be that pigmented because I feel like then the lips, like under your gloss, like you can't even see it, you know? So I'm not really a fan of that. It actually has like iridescent sparkles in it, and it's so pretty. But when you see it, when you see me, it doesn't look like I'm wearing like iridescent lip gloss at all, because I don't like that. The whole like metallic lip is not how I roll. I like lip glosses with like glitter in them, but when I put them on my lips, I don't want it to look like glitter on my lips, okay? I don't like that. So with this, I feel like the iridescent colors in the lip gloss just make my lips look juicier and prettier. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to lashes. These, the ones I'm wearing right now, and they are by House of Lashes. They are on my eyes, obviously. So the thing with these lashes are, I feel like once you wear mink lashes, it is so hard to go back to, like, for glam days at least, to go back to artificial hair. They're not as fluffy. I think that's what it is. They look like, you know what I'm saying? They look like so fake. And with mink hair lashes, they look so fluffy. And these lashes are artificial. They're not mink at all. They're in the shade Marigold, and I feel like they're very fluffy. They're very wispy, fluffy. They're not like the other ones. I don't know if you guys have seen the House of Lashes. Sometimes they look a little plasticky. These don't look like that at all, and that's why I like them so much. So if you guys are ever like in a crunch and you go to Sephora, definitely go for these. They are so nice. In the Sephora I have near my house, there is no Lily lashes because it's in a JCPenney, so I had to settle for these, but I really like them. But I'm kind of embarrassed to show you guys this because I just used it, so it doesn't look the best. But as I have told you guys before, I used to be obsessed with the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I was like, oh, I like it better than the Beauty Blender. And I recently started using the Beauty Blender again, and I have been loving it. I just use it, that's why it's white, it's baking powder. And I just don't, I used the other day the Real Techniques one again, and I really enjoy this one a whole lot better. I don't know what it is about this. I just like gravitated towards it so much because I feel like it is like softer, and then at the same time with my Real Techniques one, when I used it again this last time, I felt like it distributed my foundation, but I feel like this really made it look like skin, you know what I'm saying? It looked good, and I really enjoyed it. I've been using it non-stop. One thing I've also been loving is my nails. I used to work in a dental office, so I could never get acrylics. That's why I would always just get gel manicures. But the other day, like, I no longer work there, so I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, get them. So I went ahead and I got my nails done by a very talented girl. Her name is Mary Solis. If you guys live in the Northern Virginia area, I would definitely recommend for you to go to her. Her work is just so beautiful. She's very professional and she's very nice and humble. But with getting my nails done, so when I used to apply my lashes, I used to apply them with my fingers, and like that's really all I would do. I would apply them with my fingers, and I feel like I would get it down packed. Well, since I got nails, I cannot apply my falsies. I don't know why. It's like so hard. Like I can't get in there. So I've really been struggling with it, but the other day I was at Sephora and I saw this bad boy and I decided to get it. It's just like a lash applicator, and I've had some before in the past. This one by Lily Lashes, but you can see the difference in the shape in them. So this is the Sephora one and this is the one by Lily Lashes, and I like the Sephora one so much better. I don't know, like, it just helps me get my lashes on perfectly. It makes applying lashes so easy. I know everybody else, at least somebody out there, has to be struggling with that inner corner like I do, and it just makes it easy. So if you're having trouble, maybe you're just trying to wear false lashes, or you know, the same problem as me, you can't put them on with acrylics, I would definitely look into buying this. I'm sure, like, actually I'm not gonna say that, I would look into buying this one, because as I said, I tried the Lily Lashes one and I really wasn't a fan, but this one was a game changer. I'm gonna be going into more of like skincare and things like that. So my hands, especially my cuticles, get really dry in the winter, and this hand cream has saved my life. Oh, it's by Soap and Glory and it's called Hand Food. Guys, it smells oh my gosh, and it's super hydrating. It's really been helping my cuticles. I don't know why my cuticles get so crusty, and it's like the ugliest thing ever, but since I've bought this, I haven't had that problem. So if you're looking for a good hand cream, you should go ahead and get that one. I know the Bath and Body Works are like nicely scented, but I don't feel like those really like hydrate like my skin. I feel like they almost leave like a greasy residue, and with this it doesn't. It like melts right into your skin. It leaves them feeling moisturized, not like gross and like nasty. I like wearing perfume. I have two perfumes. I have one when I go out at night and then my everyday one, and I have been loving my everyday one. It's the one Kim Kardashian came out with, and it is the peachy one. What is it called? It is called Kimoji Peach. It smells so good, guys. It's definitely more of a sweeter scent, so if you're like into like the whole like musky thing, you probably, I don't think you'll like this. Got it at Ulta. It smells like peach. Obviously, you know, obviously it's gonna smell like a peach, but it smells like a peach in the best way. It's not like so like sweet, gives you like a headache that you're just like, oh, like, you know, but it's definitely a sweet scent, but at the same time it's not like overwhelming. So good, and it lasts all day. I have worn this to the day all the way to night, and it smells very good. I feel like, I don't know if my body like repels perfume, but I have had plenty of perfumes that I wear, and like by the end of the day, like it doesn't smell like anything, you know, and I hate that. Like, bitch, if I'm gonna drop money on a perfume, that better last me all day. So now we're gonna move on to skincare. I have read your comments. Don't think I'm ignoring anybody. I have read your comments and your requests that you guys want a skincare, and I definitely am gonna be filming that in the next month, I promise. But for now, I'm just gonna be showing you kind of like my most like favorite skincare that I've recently like been obsessing over. My friend Giselle, I remember she told me that she was gonna get a lip mask, and I was like, this bitch is so extra. Like, she's gonna get a lip mask? Like, are you serious? No. This lip mask was also recommended by her, as I said. It is the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and it is amazing, guys. Literally in the winter my lips get crusty. As you guys know, they get crusty, they get dry, and they get even more dry when I don't drink water, and I have been slacking on drinking water. I can't lie, I don't even remember the last time I drank water. That's how long it's been, and my lips will get so bad. And I know this because in the past I have not drinking water and they're just like, it's like a desert on my lips. But with this sleeping mask, I have not drank water in the longest time, and my lips, I don't like, I mean, they're not, obviously not as like plump as they could be, but they're not dry at all. And since I've been using the sleeping mask, my lips don't get dry I don't know what is in this, but it is amazing. I guarantee you, if you get this lip mask, and wear it every night. Wear it every night. Don't be skipping around, you know. Wear it every night and you will not struggle with dry lips anymore. It is amazing. So for the longest time, I've been on the hunt and I've been looking and trying and looking at reviews for a moisturizer that I actually felt like made a difference, and I couldn't find any. I like would use them, I'd be like, oh, they're alright, but there's nothing to be tripping about, until I found this one. This is by Glow Recipe and it is the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. This moisturizer is amazing. It will make your skin look so plump, juicy, hydrated, amazing. It looks like you literally were chugging water all night when you wake up. And I feel like it's also a very good base for your foundation. Love this moisturizer. I have textured skin, so I feel like it definitely helps with it. I love it. If you guys are on the hunt for a moisturizer, go ahead and pick this up. You will not regret it, I promise. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is probably like a little random, but it is my deodorant. This is by Kapari. It is the coconut oil deodorant and it is aluminum free. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about, but I briefly read on the internet that deodorant with aluminum is not good. I had a million things about why it was not good, but I did not need to read all the million things to get the hint. Went out and I did my research and I looked all over Sephora and I found this one. And I've been using it for a couple months now, and for one, it smells so good. And I'm not a very sweaty person. I don't sweat a lot, but I feel like when I put deodorant on, it doesn't smell like, I know girls that will put deodorant on and they'll walk by you and you can smell it, like what did you, like what are you wearing, blah blah blah, and they'll just be like, it's my deodorant. I'm not one of those girls. It will just like, I'll put the deodorant on and like 2 seconds later, like it's gone. El olor se fue. Like I don't smell like anything. And with this deodorant, it doesn't happen. I feel like I smell good all day long. I don't have the BO, like I don't have a lot of BO. Yeah, I don't get a lot of BO, so I couldn't tell you like, oh, it's super strong. But Casey Holmes, I'm sure you guys follow her on YouTube. She's a YouTuber and she says I don't know personally, I don't follow her around, she sweats a lot and she has pretty intense BO, and she says that she also uses this and she's never had a problem with like smelling gross or anything like that. So if you guys are on the hunt for an aluminum free deodorant, I would definitely give this a chance. Alright guys, and that has been my most recent favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love favorites videos. They're probably one of my favorites. I love them. My bank account probably doesn't love them because it makes me want to buy everything, but I really enjoyed making one for you guys. Hope you guys found something in here that you guys find useful. This video is very useful. I hope you guys found something that you guys like. If you do end up buying something, go ahead and let me know. I love when you guys buy the stuff I recommend. It makes me so happy, as I said before. I am also very sorry if you guys hear a lot of background noise. There are a lot of people at my house right now, so I'm trying to film. I try to film for you guys either when everybody's asleep, or sometimes like I can't, you know. Sometimes there might be some background noise and I'm really sorry, but I tried my best. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I loved filming it for you guys, and I will see you guys next time.